broadcast is beginning. Now she's going to hurt me. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you find yourself in this weird, wild, wacky world of ours, and welcome to an exciting installment of Darkness in Dublin. This evening's scene takes place just inside the doors of Dublin Castle, the main nerve centre for the affairs of local government within the city proper. A small cadre of individuals has arrived about an hour before a press conference is due to be held in order to announce the new nominees for the Treasurer Secretary of Dublin City Council. Mr. Taft, you have managed to worm, finagle, and plan your way into one of these nominations. You are standing off to one side of this rather large, echoing entrance hall. The press conference itself is due to take place outside on the stairs of the actual castle proper, Dublin Castle proper. It's not an actual castle, it's just referred to as such. But you are waiting. You've got about 15 minutes or so to kill. I am going to assume, because it's Lottie, Lottie will be attempting to fix your tie, which is not on straight, but Lottie has odd ideas of what straight is, so it's fine, don't worry about it. Everything's...
I am totally using her opinion on fashion consultation to determine whether or not a tie is required to appeal to the youngsters and whatnot. But yes.
Minnie is wearing her pink and yellow sundress with her white cardigan. Again, still. Same dress from earlier today. With her flats. I brought you a gift. She'll say right up.
Thank you.
And presents the sunflower pin that I had posted in the group chat.
Why, thank you. This means a lot. And he will put it on his lapel.
Hyun is not wearing the hoodie for once that he typically wears, but he is wearing a blue button-up shirt and a pair of khaki pants. He's tried his best, but he's still not used to dressing up for things. But he looks presentable at the least.
Is it like a dark navy blue?
Yes.
Minnie is just looking up and down. You should have gone with a light blue. Dark blue doesn't go with khaki.
Hyun just kind of looks at her. This would have been good to know about an hour ago when I was getting dressed.
You should have asked me.
Sorry that I don't consult you for fashion tips.
Mr. Hyun, let me hand something to you real quick. I will be terribly embarrassed if this thing goes off while I'm up on stage tonight. And he hands Hyun his pager.
Got it.
Please do not lose that. That was very expensive.
Hyun will nod, and he will close it into his hand so that it does not leave his hand, but does not damage it.
Oh, me.
You okay, Mr. Taft? You're looking a little green around the gills.
I'll be all right. It's just been a long time, and well, this is needed for my plans to go forward. But I promise all of you, if this happens, we will all be better off.
Hey, I'm just hoping it goes off without a hitch, or at least as few hitches as possible that can be mitigated properly.
On the topic of
she uses the term properly while eyeing him. She knows.
You, ladies and gentlemen, will see this individual walking towards you. He's flanked on two sides by what appears to be personal secretaries. If anyone wants to make me an intelligence politics roll, they can do. Maybe, however, I've seen him before.
What do I need to roll, sir? Because I
intelligence politics.
Oh, good golly gosh. Okay, I can do it.
Minnie mumbles before he's within earshot. Fucking Nazi is here.
Yeah. Depending on difficulty, Evan, that's a minimum of 4 successes.
It's standard difficulty.
4 successes.
This is Mr. Charles Drayford. He is the head of the Ireland's own political movement.
Gotcha.
He walks towards you and he extends a hand.
Oh, I'll shake it without question.
Pleasure. I don't believe we've met. You're Mr.
Taft.
Ah, Mr. Taft. I have to admit I've heard rather a lot about you.
Really? And yet I've
Indeed.
heard nothing about you.
What can I say? I'm a man who likes to work things in my own direction.
That I can respect, sir. That I can respect. And by the way, he hasn't let go of his hand yet. He's just not shaking, just holding it. Sir, I would like to tell you I wish you the best of luck with this, and I hope this stays civil between us. This is, after all, for the betterment of Dublin. The greater good, you might say.
Why, of course. I shall hope nothing but the best.
And let's go.
He will let his hand drop to the side. As he turns, he almost looks like he's sniffing the air, like he's scenting something.
Sure. Can I get a... Can I get a perception empathy check on this gentleman? I'm just trying to get a sense of him, that's all.
Yeah, you can get a perception empathy check on it if you'd like.
2 successes.
Okay. He is pretty calm.
Cool. Alright.
When the gentleman leaves and he's out of earshot, Lottie's just kind of gonna swivel her head over to Taft, kind of quirk it. You know, you say things so smooth, it's almost as if butter doesn't melt in your mouth.
Thank you. It's I took the time to work out my words today.
Yeah, you're doing pretty well, boss. You're doing pretty well. And as this is a formal, well, semi-formal occasion, Lottie is not dressed in her usual everyday finery. She's dressed in a dark green jumpsuit. It is very nice. They're gold accents. She still looks really, 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 really Lottie, but not too Lottie.
And only mildly hungover.
Shh, get hungover. No one can tell. She
Oh.
could just be an overworked assistant. That's why there are dark rings in her eyes.
Lottie, would you be so kind as to well, this sounds horribly crude, but I don't know how to work these damn things. Can you use the Postmates thingy to make sure that you each have a coffee of your choice? I would do it myself, but I don't know how to work the thing yet.
Boss, I showed you like 3 times. You know what? It's fine. I got you. What do you want? Do you want just black?
Yes, just black. Blue Mountain if they have it.
I got a question. You're aiming for the votes of the youngsters, right? And she'll say to the quotes.
Well, to a degree, yes.
Don't be nice to Nazis. That's how you get them.
My
He can't
dear.
also make an enemy outright. He has to be crafty.
My dear, did you think what I was doing was anything less than drawing my sword against him?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
There you know what? Minnie, do you want coffee? Do you want tea? Do you want a blueberry muffin?
Oh, blueberry muffin.
There you go, honey. Listen, if this guy was cool with Nazis, he would not be around for much longer.
That was
And Lottie will do the...
I have to say, that was low-key condescending as fuck.
What was? What was?
Nothing, continue.
Lottie's just gonna look at Minnie, kind of like pat her. Just don't worry. If he was, he would not be around for much longer. And she'll like take one of her gold fingernails and kind of draw it across her throat.
She's gonna hug Lottie.
She's gonna what, Lottie?
Hug.
There you go.
Minnie loves hugs.
Yes. And Lottie is off to go do the Postmates things because apparently her boss can't be bothered to use it.
To be honest, he probably forgot his smartphone.
He had his pager. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. He's an old person. He has a pager. What's he need with a smartphone for something like this?
Said nobody ever.
I'm going to make my way to the staging area, and just say he's just going to say Hyun's name, and then he's just going to tap his the side of his eye, and then look around the room a little bit.
Hyun will start scanning the crowd.
Do you have any sites active or no?
No, but I'm about to activate one.
What do you turn it on?
Let's go with Matter Site.
Okay. Does anyone else have any relevant sites on? They should tell me that.
Give me a sec.
I got 4 successes.
Minnie's gonna turn to Lottie. The reason why I don't pay attention to Ireland politics is because technically I'm not allowed to vote.
Okay, so for Matter Site, one of the really interesting things on the Matter Site, everyone here, like, nobody here even has a concealed weapon, with an interesting exception. The guy in question who you were just talking to, the head of the Ireland zone, is carrying a knife in a concealed holster on his back.
Hyun will, without like looking at Beauregard, will just kind of say in a hushed tone, "Only weapons on the guy you were just talking to. It's on his back."
By the way, Tiger, interesting enough, the knife is also made of bone.
Noted. Thank you.
Ooh.
Is anyone turning on anything else?
No.
No.
Good.
Sorry, was Lottie doing anything or was she not? Kind of got drowned out.
Oh, sorry. No, I'm good. I thought about it, but nah. Just in case I need those willpower points anywhere elsewhere.
Okay.
Oh, Miss Minnie, a favor, if you don't mind, before I go. Do you have your smartphone with you?
Why does he put the hesitation?
She'll look up from scrolling on her phone. No, I don't.
I can take the sarcasm. I have a favor to request. Do you have D'Onofrier's contact handy?
Yeah.
Would you be so kind as to do the, and I'm terribly sorry, I forget the name of it, the video feed so that she can see it specifically for this? Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Then yes.
Okay, I'll stream it.
Thank you. Just for the order, though.
All right.
Thank you. Off to the staging area.
Right.
Lottie's also going to go do her own setup of doing a live stream for the Beauregard Taft website. Because of course. But in a better angle makes him look better.
Alright, so do you want to, in that case, the organizer will say, Mr. Taft, yes, you're up first. The representative for Ireland's own, Mr. Hegarty, will be going after you.
Ah, of course. That's perfectly fine. As the stuff all come to a gather, then I take it?
Yes, there's about 25, 30 journalists standing outside with their own video equipment. So they're holding, there's a plinth that you stand behind where on there are a number of microphones.
Ah, course. I'm just going to ask the attendee. So the only question I have then is, are we both going to be announced, or do we just walk out and then come back after the fact? I haven't had a chance to check.
Oh, no problem, sir. You go out when we indicate for you to go out. You make your speech, and you can either stay outside or come back in. That's entirely up to you.
That's fair. Well, when time comes, I will step out there.
All right. He will kind of give you a tap on the shoulder when he does so, as the doors are open for you and you walk outside. There is a flurry of lights as flashes go off, etc., as you take a step towards the podium.
Yep. I'm walking with a smile on my face and humming a tune in my heart, as it were. Get down to the podium and just start off, say, "Good evening, everyone. My name is Edgar Taft, and I want to work for you. I came to this lovely country a few years ago, applied for my citizenship, started a business, and would like to think I've helped make some people flourish in this city. However, especially with the worry we all had this last month or so with the banking crisis, I feel that I can help this city progress further than it has for the people that have been long-standing participants, long-standing taxpayers, long-standing business owners, and more importantly, the ones yet to be and the ones that are just starting. I want to take this city farther than it ever has been without forgetting its roots. I want to be the person you deserve. And if you'll let me, I'd like to do it with as much care as I can. And that's where I'd like to make a charisma roll, sir.
Cool. You can either roll charisma leadership or charisma expression, whichever is better.
Charisma leadership is my better one, and I would like to spend a willpower on it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you.
And that willpower, bro.
It'll be difficulty 4.
Yes, it will. Okay, so that is 5 successes.
You do a rather good show for yourself, sir. There's kind of a murmur that goes through the crowd, but it appears to be a positive murmur as they take a number more they take more photographs, kind of encroach a little bit more. What do you do then?
Question, because this is something he would have checked. Is it procedure for him to ask if there are any questions, or is that procedure for him to leave the stage at this point?
Just to leave the stage at the moment. The questions. This is just opening statements. If questions happen, they will come later.
All right. He will just smile and try to focus on one person in there. It doesn't really matter who it is. I want them to be probably a younger person and probably somebody who looks like life has hit them a little hard.
Okay.
And he's just going to point out to them as he leaves, says, "I promise you, this city will get better." And then he'll leave the stage.
Alrighty then. Give me a few moments. A few minutes later, the door will open, and you will see this individual step outside. He will walk to the podium. He puts his hands on the inside of it and he says, "Good evening." It's funny, isn't it, how we stand here in the bastion of our nation's capital, a capital that we fought street by bloody street to see to the liberty of, and the individual who's come to stand against me in this election that should, by right, be between the native-born sons and daughters of this country, well, the only individual they can seem to send who can question the manifest destiny of our party and our people is an American. I'm sure that he can say pretty words as it pertains to the concepts of egalitarian rule and the nature of a better tomorrow. However, what do Americans truly know on these concepts? What do they know about you? How do they know your problems? They haven't been here. They haven't stayed here. They haven't fought here. They haven't bled here. To them, this is just another place, whereas to us, it's home. Ireland's own as a political motivation to seize the fiscal security of every natural-born son and daughter of the island of Erin. We mean to make it so that they feel as though they're connected to government, they're connected to us, they're connected to a brighter future, a future that is built by Irish hands for Irish people. That is our goal, that is our mandate, and that is what I promise to you. And he is going to roll some social dice. But as he does this, you sense something weird ripple out over the crowd. Like when he finishes talking, you almost feel like the ripple Doppler effect kind of kick off.
Noddle.
Does
Is
anyone
it a
have?
mind effect?
It is a mind effect.
Could I perhaps, counter it?
Or I?
Or I.
Huh. It's not sphere magic.
You can still
So-
counter with crime.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. Give me a second. Roll me your. There are rules for this. Roll me your perception occult. I believe it's difficulty 8. To
All
see
of
if
it.
you pick.
Okay.
I shall do it as well.
So,
So, let's roll me some dice.
Success.
2 successes for Hyun.
Two.
3 successes for Minnie.
Look at Minnie go.
Use a willpower. They have nothing for Lottie.
All
Well,
right.
one for Lottie.
Yep.
Okay.
Because use
So what you guys
willpower.
are going to do is you're going to roll an opposed check. You're going to roll your Erite against his Gnosis.
So the question then is, sir,
Mhm.
since it sounds like we're all trying to do this, will it be a cumulative knockdown, as it were, or is it the greater number kind of thing?
The greater number.
Okay.
Got you.
And bear in mind, counter magic is always difficulty 7.
Yep.
I don't know why.
I'm spinning
Then
2.
Gunsman, willpower.
is that
Okay,
your
he has-
first?
Oof,
Yeah.
he has 4 successes.
I got 2. You only have 2, okay, right?
Yes.
Wouldn't matter. Failed anyway.
I can only spend half round down to my willpower, right?
You can only spend 1.
1.
Yeah, you're thinking of rage.
Yeah, that's rage.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm gonna definitely spend a willpower.
Okay.
He has 3 successes. So
Okay.
he's going to roll at the same difficulty as y'all did.
Alright. Spend a willpower. Damn. 2 successes. The
One
dice are not with me today.
No,
Yeah.
that's okay. It works this way sometimes.
All right, so you try to counter it, but you can see he stops and he kind of forces himself. Like he takes a stance, like a defiant stance, and he manages to literally bear through you. I made a Garol joke. He's not Garol, but I made a Garol joke.
You did.
If it helps, I think of Tiger as a Garol.
I'm actually a con, hence why I'm called Tiger.
I see how that works. All right, so he is going to make a social check against the audience. He gets it a difficulty 5, so he gets it a +1 difficulty from you.
Let's see what happens.
Oof.
What doth the dice god say?
The dice god say. I have a question. Actually, Link, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
When you use the gift for, I think it's called persuasion, the
Mhm.
Daru gift, it makes that your successes have more impacts, doesn't it?
The way it's worded to a degree, there's a mechanical effect. Let's see real quick. Got it right here. What it does is if the gift is successful, it reduces the difficulty of their social rolls by 1.
Mhm.
Period. Not by 1 per success. And they do have more of an impact than they would. So basically, they would win a tie.
Okay. It appears to be kind of chopped and changed between the two of you in terms of opinion, though it does seem that Edgar wins out by a very slim margin.
Mm-hmm.
But Haggerty will nod and he will walk back inside.
If he passes me, I'll say, that was a very good one, sir.
Likewise, I should look forward to.
He'll extend his hand.
He'll extend his. I should look forward to matching wits with you at another time, Mr. Taft.
Sure, we should have lunch sometime.
I would be delighted. I'll have my people call your people.
Thank you.
And
Thank
he will walk back inside. But no, all of you were vehemently aware that something happened.
Yep. Just probably didn't know from whom.
Something weird
for
happened
Minnie.
in the juice.
So, there you go, kids.
Okay, Evan.
Yeah.
Question.
Answer.
Lottie. Actually, you know what? I'm going to PM you my question.
Oh, God.
If that's all for the announcements, Mr. Taft would wait for official proceeding to leave and would meet back up with his people, but accepting any questions he got along the way.
No real questions. Everyone seems to be happy with just the official statements being out of the way. So you're free to meet back up with people. I'm going to go check my Facebook to see what Lottie wants.
You guys get that skeevy feeling?
Yep.
I noticed something. Let's put it that way. It was beyond me, though. It didn't feel like anything I'm used to.
It's definitely a little odd.
I'll think back on the situation later, and he'll tap his he'll take out his pocket watch and tap it, and see if I can't figure something else out about it. Darn, has the Postmates person not arrived yet?
They might be
They have
trying
not-
to figure out
They have
where
not, in fact.
Ah, good. Blue Mountain.
What the fuck is Blue Mountain?
It is.
Cup of coffee.
It's a rare kind. Well, not rare. It's just a limited coffee that's only made in Jamaica because of the soil there. It's got a different flavor and a different bouquet. And it costs, if I remember right, about $30 a pound.
All right, kids. If you're happy with that, then, because this was only going to be a short scene, I can end it there.
I'm okay with that, unless your thing with Maya needs to be addressed.
Maya, are you sneaking after this mofo?
Maya!
Not sneaking, more like going to be in the general neighborhood.
Okay, so yes,
She
I
does
can
have to clean up.
So thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been Unseen Darkness in Dublin. Have a pleasant evening.